I made iced coffee. Pretty excited about that. Hi. What's up, everybody? What's up, Dead Knight? How you doing? Hey, Danny. Always with the trigger on the finger. The finger on the trigger. That. Thank you, Danny. Nazaskan. I can't pronounce that, but thank you for the bitty bits. I appreciate it. Everybody, thank you for all the subs. Beta and Beanie Babies. I don't even, is that from today? It is from today. Hey guys, thank you. How you doing? Hi. I was supposed to wear a mesh shirt today. I don't. My mesh shirt wardrobe is pretty limited these days. For good reason. Yeah. The shirt's gray, everybody. It's not blue. It's not blue. If it looks blue, it's because of the camera. It's 100% gray. All right. Hi. How we doing? Sorry I canceled yesterday, but we're here today. I have been working a lot on my first mini game this season. And it's been a challenge. I don't want to spoil the whole thing, but we are going to talk a little bit about it today. Oh my gosh. Daniel. And you're too much. You are too kind. It looks blue. It's not blue. So glad you're streaming today because got another migraine storm's coming tomorrow. Yeah, so you get migraines with the weather. Like the change in air pressure does it, I'm guessing. That's just the worst. Daniel, I'm so sorry. So sorry. Can we go cause chaos? I don't know what that means. I'll do my best, I think. Daniel, thank you so much. Chaos has been caused. Thank you so much, Daniel. This nice coffee's pretty good. I'm excited. Never gets old. I know, right? It never gets old because it's random. And just when you forget about it is when it happens. It's great. Did Ore Mountain finally come down? I saw Skyward streaming it yesterday. It's done, right? What's the plan today? Today, well, a couple of things. The title of the stream was almost Let's Design a Game. And then I decided to change it to Guardian Relocation, Flying Guardian, something. Piece of pie, thank you. What do you call a camel that is crying in the desert? A humpback whale. Whale. Humpback. Thank you, piece of pie. That's pretty good. Actually. He streamed for 5 hours and got it all down. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. So yeah, we'll talk a little bit, probably quite a bit, about my upcoming game and some ideas. Maybe you guys can share some ideas. I won't go over all the fun parts of it. I want to save that for the video. But this morning I spent like another probably already 4 hours trying to finish the design of the game and stuff. And I need a couple of guardians for the game. So I want to head over to the gaming district, see what's going on over there. I feel like it's louder. Is that other? It's not music discs. Nope. Blocks with custom heads. Okay. I think that's a little loud. It's because we went to 1.21 and all my settings didn't get saved. Guardians decked out confirmed. Yeah, not so much. Yeah. Season 2 card is gorgeous. Yeah, if you guys didn't follow on Twitter, there's a couple tweets I put out for the Season 2 TCG cards. There's 4 of them. And they're pretty amazing. What time is it in Arizona? It is noon. 12:07. The volumes have been all over the place. Yeah, because everyone had them just right, and then they didn't carry over. I mean, there's probably like config files I could copy or something. Yeah. How very tango of me. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the factory's not complete, but we'll get there. Oh, can we talk about Clank? I know. I'm thinking about streaming it, guys. I don't know if you guys saw, but Clank, the game that decked out, was loosely, heavily based off of, is coming out with a board game version, a digital board game version on Steam. I think I may stream like a first look at it, and we'll play. I don't know how good it is by myself though, so maybe we'll have to grab some people. I don't know. We'll see though. But I think it'd be fun to check it out together. We'll see. It could be a Friday night stream, just be a casual thing. Yeah. Landrack, thank you. Got accepted into the IT program. That's amazing. Huge step forward for you, Landrack. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Congrats to you. You bet Pro would love that. Probably would, yeah. You play Clank on TTS Tabletop Simulator? Yeah. Clank is such a good game. Okay, let me grab some more rockets. What is this? Snail? What? Snail? What is this? Goes up there. Snails? I don't know the snail thing. What is this? Where does this go? It just starts over here. It goes down. You got snails. Is it green and gem? The snails have returned. Maybe in the ship. Oh no. Come on. My boat's a snail boat. What? Come on. I mean, that's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Are there snails on my boat now? We got the pig here from flying yesterday. Don't see anything out here. I still haven't finished this. Oh! The snails have boarded the ship. Look at this guy out here. with his jaunty little cap. Don't mind if I do. This is amazing. I mean, this has got to stay. This has got to stay. It's now the snail boat. Look at this slime. He walked all over. This is so great. Oh, that's amazing. That is so good. Yeah, I think this whole boat just became the slime boat now. That's crazy. All right, let me just double check. It's not anywhere else. I don't think it is. This is great. It will move. Did they keep moving? What's the story? I don't know the story behind the snails. Do they keep moving and visiting people? Is that the thing? They eat my ship? I hope not. Okay, they move on. All right. They eat and go away. Well, I hope they don't eat my boat. That's awesome. I mean, these guys are so good with the candles. Anyway, that's pretty awesome. Is it green or is it gem or is it both? Who's the snailer? Brian. Both. I love it. Okay, anyways, that happened. Let's grab some more rockets. I want to head over to the gaming district. I lost my shovel, by the way, in while doing what do you call it? I think while doing trial chambers. I think I lost my shovel. I think someone stole it or something. Someone stole it. I got to repair my elytra. We got some other stuff to do today. All right, let's roll out. Make a copper snail. Make a steampunk snail. There you go. How amazing would that be? That would be pretty awesome, actually. Like a much bigger one. Snail punk. Exactly, noises. That's fantastic. Next video, snail punk. Okay. We gotta find a spot for, look at this. This is, cool. Cool. That was weird. Did Doc just get DC'd too? Everyone just got disconnected. Interesting. Okay, well, at least it's not me. Oh, the other thing I want to try today, I'm trying to run 2 copies of OBS, and I'm going to try right now. What I want you guys to do is to tell me if performance goes in the pooper. So recording over there. Oh yeah, it does right away, right? Frame rate is super janky, right? Pooper. Straight to the pooper. Okay. Well, that's not going to happen then. All right. Okay, we're back to normal. Extreme poopage. Yeah, that's a bummer. I gotta find a way to record and stream at the same time, but with like different, I know there's like plugins, and I've tried those though, and those lag everything too. There's probably a way to set it up. We'll get there. Anyways, not a priority. New PC time? No, my PC's just fine. Okay, so this is the main road, and then it goes over here. There's not many games here yet, so, and then I think it kind of ends over here. Yeah, I'll talk to Impulse because I know he does it, and I think we have pretty close to the same CPUs. So I believe the games are pretty much off of this road, so I could build it pretty much anywhere, right? And there's the first game. That's the pot game, whatever. Cubs, yeah, pot shot. That's it. Yeah, Cubs game. An extra computer that's remote desktop to your main computer. Yeah, that's a lot of work. I don't have an extra computer. Am I going to make hockey? No, but that is something I may do this season. We'll see. OBS is a way to do it. I thought it did too. You can get like a plugin, and then you can like check some of them as like whether this goes to like recording or I don't know. I need to look into it more. We'll get there. It's not a big deal. With Ravagers and Shards? No, I doubt it. Okay. Where? I mean, I guess like the obvious place is just next to whatever, right? Like, if that's Cubs game, do I just build my game like right here? Any reason not to? I mean, I guess it would mean more terraforming that I have to do. If I build it over here, I can build some of it into the hill, and that might be better. That might be better. Has anyone flown Ravagers yet? Can you get a yeah, you can get a Ravager in a boat, right? So no, I don't think so. Yeah, no, I don't want to dig, and I don't want to have to do a lot of terraforming. So maybe we do it right here, and it's like steps down, or right here steps down, so it's underground. I think that might be. I'd rather dig than have to build, quite honestly. Like, I don't want to have to build an exterior to this thing. It's gonna be basically a cave with an entrance to it. It's the way it's gonna work. So maybe we'll get that. Maybe we'll get that dug out today. Either way, the thing we got to do here, as you guys saw in the title, is we got to get some guardians. I need 2 guardians over here. Now, my first question is, what's the best way to get a guardian in a boat? Like, they're not up by the surface. If I swim up to them underwater, or if I bubbles. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Rails go underwater. Oh, get him in a minecart first. I was thinking like a soul sand, and then that would push them up to the surface. Yeah. So soul sand underneath them, push them up to the surface, and then I go over to him and hit him. A little more dangerous. Probably had a video on it recently. What did he do? X has a farm. XB has a farm. Scaffolding on top. Where does the scaffolding come in? I mean, the bubbles are down at the bottom of the ocean, right? And then you push the guardian up. Where do you put the scaffolding? They go through the scaffolding? Surface. What? Scaffolding on the surface? So like waterlog the scaffolding all the way up, like adjacent to the bubble column? So like put down some soul sand, and then on top, how do you place you can't how do you place scaffolding on top of water? With it, just get a solid block there, you're saying. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. I have to build out a platform out adjacent to it. Are any of the guardian farm, because I was just gonna go out and go find a temple, but is there a guardian farm? Like, I don't know where they are. It sounds like there's 2 or 3 on the server already. Take a lily pad. That's a really good idea. I don't tell me who has one. I know they have them, but where are they? And is it closer than lily pad's a great idea, yeah. They're in the ocean. Oh. Interesting. I would not have guessed that. Check the nether. Cub has one by his labyrinth. Okay, up by Joe's base. Let's go check that out. I don't even know if this is green spits him into the nether. Oh, this nonsense. Oh, cool. I'm gonna die. Anyway. That's something else. Cub's got one around here. Gran has his near your raid graveyard. Really? Because that would be way better. Where's the one here? You've been to XB's temple, right? Yes. I have no idea how to get there, but I was there. Icy spikes. Is Cubs by the ice one? All right, we'll go check out that. You haven't seen this water yet? Yeah. We call this overcompensating. All right. Is there a... It's got to be around here somewhere. Oh, that's Mumbo's. Wait. Is there a guardian farm around here? Does anyone know where it is? Anyone have any indication around here or what? Overside of the water. It's under the ice. Near his lab. I don't know what that means. I'm never gonna find it. I don't know where his labyrinth is. Oh, it's that. Right. Okay. That's the new thing he built with all the maze and stuff. It's around here somewhere. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to find it though. Left. Out past the forest here. Grand's Guardian Farm. Let me read that. Hang on. Teleports guardians to the nether roof, so you can just look for a campfire place and you'll find his. Do I have to? That sounds really beneficial, honestly, because then I could just drag them over to the. Even right here, this would be really far. Oh, of course I didn't bring leads with me either. I'm not gonna find anything out here. Underneath me? Oh. Standing directly on top of it. Okay, well that's not much of a farm, right? I mean, that happens to be a thing here, but yeah, I think we want to use. I think it sounds like we want to use greens. Let's do that. Yeah. Okay. Which way do I want to go? I want to go south. I think. If that's the water thing, let's go this. Right? South would make sense. Greens farm is connected to a track. That'd be amazing. Go through the portal. Yeah, probably. I mean, I honestly think it's like right over here. Like, I feel like I should be hitting. Yeah, we should be hitting Magic Mountain, like right over here or something like that. Isn't that Doc's skyblock? Yeah, there we go. We're home. Love the mushrooms. All right, so should I go through the nether and head over to my raid farm? Is that what we're saying? First mistake was asking chat for directions. I mean, it's very hard to give directions in text. All right, let's head. So good. All right, yeah, let's grab leads. That's a good idea. Leads in a boat. Leads in a boat. Leads, and let me grab some free wood. Stream delay is real. Why is everyone saying stream delay? Oh, because of it's hard to give directions over stream delay. Yeah. Oh wait, I can only do. Can I put? Is a raft like a boat? Can I don't think so, right? Is there a difference? Is it just cosmetics? I don't know what a raft does. Same thing. Okay. Sounds good. All right, Shreepy. Factory update. I missed you finished the loaders. Yeah, the factory has loaders. They kind of work and sometimes don't. I think I need to do more tests with them. But honestly, I haven't been running the factory that much between building that and now designing a game and stuff like that. Raft is more aerodynamic looking. Yeah, exactly. All right, we're gonna see if we can find directions to Grain's farm. Let's see. That means it would be this direction. Do we know what it's near or what the portal looks like where they exit from? That's mine. Follow the rail. This right here. Okay. Oh, this looks like it right here. Tango on Tuesday. I know, right? Okay. So they drop down there. Oh, this is where he kills him too. Yes, sure is. Okay. What? Why would you build two complete storage systems rather than just point the hoppers the other way? All right. Okay. Name tags? Yeah, we'll need those. But if they're in a boat, they don't despawn, right? How do I make go? Just feels fast, probably, yeah. What's up, Faster? How you doing? How do I go through? I'm not gonna die, am I? It overwhelmed all the hoppers. Wow. Oh, is this one of those farms where they bounce and push each other? It is, isn't it? Right? All right, so I go up there and like 1,000 guardians are gonna be like pushing. This is Ian's farm. Okay, yeah. Are gonna be pushing. Oh, or I could just go get that guy right there. Can I just go? I'm tempted to just go snag one of those guys. But if there's a bunch, like, so they're gonna be, let's see, why are there 3 portals? I don't understand this. I would think that there would be 2. Put some boats down on the nether side. Okay, yeah, good idea. So that I just turn it on and they'll automatically get boatificated. That's right. That makes sense. So can I just do like that? Cool. They're gonna get, let's see. Oh, the rail is, if I just do this. Why do you steal my thing? I'm a professional. I didn't think the hitbox was that big. Okay, there we go. So if I just, come on. Okay, if I just do that, they're all going to the other side. I know. I booped it. There should be 3 over here now. Yeah. Oh, it's a fish. I thought it was like, oh, we got one already. Oh, Green's in the game. Okay. Now I'm gonna boop it again. Oh! I mean, that's a thing. We just did that. Oh, we're jumping. We're jumping. Ceiling. Huh? No, he didn't. Okay. That was easy enough. I don't even know how that worked. I have no idea why that even happened or what, but all I know is I got 2 guys. Remove some glass. I know, first try, magic, right? Okay, so now let's see. I'm gonna fly them from here over to the other portal. I could just jump right out of there, but if I take some of the glass off here and replace it later, let me get this lead thing happening first. Oh, I'm gonna mess this up so bad. If you try to just do a straight lift out of there, there's a really good chance the lead will break, where if I can pull them off and get some initial tension and then fly, then we can, I think we'll have less chance of breaking the lead. Although if I break the lead, it doesn't really matter. They'll just fall to the ground and I can try again. So yeah, maybe we'll just go in and try it. That's one boat with 2 guys in it, right? I didn't even think of that. Pretty dang. Well, yeah. Oh, maybe I could. Yeah, let's see. Do I have any blocks on me? I do. Okay, good. Nope, nope, nope. Total professional. Can I? No, I can't. Okay, we got the boat. Nope, that's gonna break. We'll get there. I'm super good at this game. Sometimes it works without a dangle. I know, sometimes it does. I need a little bit more extra platforminess over here. Okay. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Nope, nope, nope. This. And now we're gonna go. Give me a lead. Doink. And away we go. It should be lifting them up. Yup. Yup. Do I have him? I got him! Oh, I didn't think about this part. Ow, ow! Oh no! Eat faster! Am I going the right way? I am. Oh, we gotta eat lots here. Nope. 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 I couldn't get out of my own blast range. Oh, that was something. Why? Of all the times when you want a lead to break, it wouldn't break. Just see the panic rocket spam. Okay, that was the thing. So I don't know that there's a way you can fly them, but I'm gonna need, yeah, invis potion, or I mean, we do have this minecart here, but that's no fun. All right, where are my bits at? Scrambled all around. All right, I gotta go in and out of the 15 block range here. Regen would probably be best, yeah. Does anyone, no one sells potions or anything yet, right? Where can I might have to brew. I might have to brew a regen potion. Beat up's got a brewificator. The good news is we still have 2 guardians here. Beat up sells them. I didn't think he made a shop yet. Tank it, use totems. I mean, I was trying to, I couldn't eat through the damage. Maybe an apple. Can I release the lead without, hold on a second. I'm so bad at this game. If I do this, there's no way to break the lead without clicking on the thing that you're dragging, right? So there's no way to release the lead mid-flight. Fly up suddenly. Did you not see me try to do that? It didn't work out so well. Straight up, I mean, I could. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work. Okay. just die a few more times. I know. Let's go grab some party poppers. That'll help. We can cycle those out. Cause that's easy. Party poppers. Is 4 gonna be enough? 4 might not be enough. Let's do it. I don't think if I have a regen right here, I'll use it. I don't think I do. I'll snag a healing. Why not? Just in case. Those healings and the party poppers should be good. Okay. Uh-oh. What are we doing? Hi there. What are you doing? Are you stealing my guardians? There he goes. Just like that. There goes my guardians. I guess I'm not doing that. I don't want them there. Oh. Cool. Thanks for the help. Another day saved. Yeah, saved. For sure. For sure. All right, I guess we're, let's see. No, it's still better to, I'm gonna pull him back through. Come on. Oh, why are they not going through? Did they go through? They went through. Okay, excellent. Wait, what? Why am I hearing them? Did they fall? They didn't go through. There's cooldown. They have to come out of the portal first, and then it's like, oh, what is it, 30 second or something like that? Did they fall to the ground? Crap. Okay. All right, we're gonna wait first. 5 minutes? What? 5 minutes? You guys are crazy. It's not 5 minutes. Unless they just changed it in 1.21. Nope. Did it work? I think we just succeeded. Yeah, 15 seconds sounds about right. Okay, excellent. All right, so now we got to fly them over to there, right? Let me just double check that's the gaming. I'm pretty sure this is gaming district. Okay. Totems in play. Grab another lead. Do the thing. Do I have him? I got him. Professional. Professional. Done. Okay, we go through here now. Now these guys, hold on. Quit your zapping. All right, where am I going? I'm going that way. Stream over. I know, right? Let's see if... Oh, there's not a thing in here. How do I... There's no way to get him out of here. Except going through a portal. I'm gonna have to break something. Break a little bit of glass. Or just break the portal. Yeah, we'll break the portal. Yeah. Okay. Pork chop power. He's so new to Minecraft. He is. Come on, guys. Okay. Now we fly. Oh, we pork chop. And do this, do that. Look at this. Look at this. Only one death. That was way easier than I thought. Thanks, Gran, for the use of your farm there. That made it quite easy. Gotcha. Successful derpage has happened, yeah. Let's see now. and stream. I know, that was easy. Let's see. Which hill is bigger or more? I think this one gets... I think we'll build it right here. So those guys are good. Let's just put them inside a little bit of something here. Itchy nose. What game am I making? We'll talk about it in a second. I'm not going to go into all the details of it. Okay. Sit tight in there for a few days. I'll get back to you guys. And I don't even need to put these guys, obviously, I don't need to put these guys in water or anything. For some reason, I was thinking, oh yeah, we should probably put them in a name tag. We should name tag them now. Otherwise, I'm gonna forget when I take them out of the boat. Oh, let's fix this too. All right, so we got to come back with 2 name tags and a flint and steel. Is there anything we did to Green's farm that we need to fix? I didn't break the glass. I think we had, let me go see. I think I just left some scaffolding there or something like that. We'll fix that. Excellent. You guys with the decked out chat. Man, other games exist. Leave a review. Wood steel again, 10 out of 10. Okay, I need, what did I say? Oh, I don't even think I have 2 name tags. All right, Operation Steel name tags. Flint and steel. Put some, I have 2. Do I have 2? Just like I said, I have 2. We will call them, I can't name them what I want to name them. So we'll just call them, now I need levels. You know, I should, let me repair some stuff while I'm here. Yeah, my elytras. Repair that guy. Oh, that guy doesn't even have mending. How embarrassing. Okay, we're gonna do that. Take that off. Put that there. And do that. This, that. Do that. It'll repair that, right? Yeah. Why didn't it? Oh, there we go. Got a little bit there. There we go. Had to do my armor first, yeah. Lots of good names in chat. These aren't permanent names, so it doesn't matter. By the way, I did tone down the Steam due to popular demand. I gotta get mending on that guy. Quiet you. I left the lever down. Ah, did I? Stupid. Thank you. Ah! That bat looks cool. What is happening? We just moved some Guardians for our new game, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. But we're not going to spoil it. We're not going to give you the big twist, but we'll talk a little bit about it. And you guys can maybe help me with some of the things I'm not sure about. Let's put the totems back. And by that I mean party poppers. We don't need boats. Leads. Sure, we'll go with loot and scoot for now. Even though those are not permanent names. I saw loot and scoot and it made me smile. Okay. Flint and steel, I got it. We got the flint and steel. Let's put our leads back. Boats, torches, get rid of this garbage. Okay. Now we know there's a twist. Yes, you do. I need a better shovel. We're gonna need to do some digging here. I think I lost my shovel. I'm so upset. Let's see. No. Oh wait, is that one? Maybe that's something that can be repaired. Maybe we're going down. Yep, we're going down to repair this one again. Should have done that while I was there. Which means I can put this. Sorry, a little inventory management for a while. Put that back in there. Let's go repair that shovel. Oh, that was whew, all that XP. All right, there we go. Horns going off, Doctor. Thank you very much. Loot Scooter, great names. They're not too bad, yeah. They won't be the final ones, though. Thank you so much, Dr. Tenpai. Have a great day. Thank you. Happy Tuesday to you, too. Foxshade, thank you for the biddies. I just learned that Albert Einstein was a real person. This whole time, I just thought he was a theoretical physicist. I've heard that one before. That is a good one, though. It is pretty good. Okay. Let's sleep, and then we'll head over. And we'll probably do a little bit of diggy, and we'll talk about the game, and maybe you guys can give me some ideas. Oh, I'm gonna need a beacon over there, probably. Let's bring it. Let's beacon up. Do I have... We're gonna have to steal a beacon. What do I got? I got just that one, I think. I need more beacons. And I gotta move these guys too. We might do this today, who knows? Because I got this one and the other one. Let's grab some iron first. I do have a mace, yeah. Buy one? I suppose I could. That's a good idea. Because, yeah, I got this beacon and that beacon, and I want to move those to a more centrally located place, like, you know, symmetrical on the base and stuff. Yeah, let's go buy one. How much are they? 2 diamond blocks. Done. Done. 25. $25 is pretty pricey, but saves me from having to. Is it 2 blocks now? Saves me from having to farm wither skulls. Any sales at the shroom lights? Let's go see. Yeah, I haven't checked out the shroom light. I haven't checked out the shroom light shop in a long time. Let's see how Gus is doing. How's it going, fun Gus? Let's see if we made any sales. By doing this now, I'm gonna get a pun. What pun did I get? Why isn't this shop bigger? Well, there wasn't mushroom. Mushroom. The worst. Let me check sales over here real quick, and then we'll buy a beacon. Boom. Boom. Oh. Sales are still happening. Not a ton, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Pistons don't sell at all, really. Okay. Okay. Oh, we're out of hoppers. All right, let's restock hoppers. Wait, what else? What else needs hoppers? Let's get some more observers. Don't need crafters. We don't need pistons. What else needs to be restocked? Did Wells collect his share yet? I don't know. All right, we're making a list here. Hoppers. Whatever the hoppers, observers, redstone, comparators, dispensers, target blocks. Okay, all that stuff. Got it. Okay, we're gonna restock all that stuff. Little detour here because that needs to be done. Well, let's get a beacon while we're here. Two diamond blocks each. Crafty bench. Gotta pay in the currency that it requests, of course. Okay. All right. That was some pretty good sales there. Wow. Restocking should be easy. Whiskey Jack, thank you for a piece of pie. What do you call a young sheep wrapped in plastic? Laminated. You guys are so bad. You're just horrible. Got some legit laughs there. Noises likes that one, of course. Yeah. All right. We're gonna keep these there, even though I don't think we're gonna be playing that reindeer game anymore. All right. Restocking. This is the fun part. Watch this. We want redstone. Oh, I don't actually have a lot of redstone. Ooh, I need to go to the redstone farm again. All right, redstone's gonna have to wait because I need this here. Hit me with the list. Hoppers. Oh, we need shulker action here. This right here, this is why the factory is gonna be awesome. We just pick them up from our factory, move them over. Observers. We gotta start cranking on some more observers for sure. Comparators. Dispensers and target blocks. Oops. And target blocks. All right, well, that just emptied out my factory pretty good. Was that it? Spencer's compare, yeah, except the redstone blocks, but I don't have enough redstone to do that with. This is all I've got, and I want to save that for the factory. I'm gonna have to AFK at the redstone farm again. Oh, the puns with a piece of pie. I used to have fear of hurdles, but I got over it. All right, let's go restock. Man, we are tearing through the rockets. Oh, the puns, the legend. Scar has redstone.
Hi.
Hi.
So you know how I went back to school shoe shopping?
Yeah.
Yesterday with one of our kids.
Yeah, you bought the same shoes I have, and now I'm confused every time I go in the closet.
But I've got a joke for you.
This seems everyone does. Go ahead. Kingsblade, thank you. I used to play the piano by ear. Now I use my hands. Go ahead.
What kind of shoes do chickens wear?
Cluckles. I don't know. Something with a cluck.
Reebok, bok, 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 bok.
That's good, and I hate you for it. Okay. Let's go. I forgot that we do half stacks, so we just really filled up the shop. Look at all them chickens. What else we got? We got comparators and observers. Comparators go here. Doink. And all of them. Yes. And observers over here. Have I seen the billboard in the shopping district? I have not seen it in person yet. We will go check it out. It makes me happy. Wasn't there another 64? Did I get them all? We got them all. 32. Okay. Totally stocked up. Skulk section. Coming soon. Any day now. Any day now. Yeah. Maybe that's what we do. We got it because we have to make a skulk farm. That's got to be an upcoming episode. Yeah. It won't be a pop-up shop. No. We're definitely. I want to make a basement down there that's all skulky and stuff. That would be great. All right. Nobody's buying my shroom lights. Not a high demand. Not a high demand for shroom lights. Love this nether portal. Makes me so happy. Have you checked your resource packs for the shulker box texture? No, I don't even know because I hate this. I want the one that's like 3-dimensional. But I don't know. There's like a data pack or a resource pack or something I've got to get going. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's not a priority right now. I think they think it's a mushroom shop. I mean, I made the announcement and said it was shroom lights. Shroom lights are not very portobello. That's a stretch, but I like it. It's a resource pack. You just have to turn off. Oh, flat shoulder icons. Took me 20 minutes to see that. Is this gonna do... Oh, yeah. And does it still do the thing with the thing? It does, right? Yeah, okay. We like that better. Powers of observation unparalleled. Okay. Thank you, whoever said that. Homeschool wizard, thank you. And wicked, thank you. Please don't throw teeth at your car. You might dent your vehicle. There's some stretches here. All right, what were we doing? We're gonna go set up a beacon at the gaming district, which is over here. Minecraft hardware. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Okay. That goes there. All right, let's see here. Beacon plus... Oh, yeah, let's fix the portal before I forget that. Didn't forget the flint and steel. Loot and scoot. All right. Didn't Ren make a skull shop? Maybe, but my permit is for skulk sensors and catalyst, or not, what are they all called? Sensors, calibrated sensors, and the one that begins with a C. I can't remember it. What's the name of it? Catalyst. Is it catalyst? Shriekers, yeah, shriekers. And catalysts. Although I don't know if I have the one for catalyst. Probably not. I don't know. All right, let me double check. Let's see. Where do we want to actually put this? A little bit on this hill right here. So let's chop some trees down, and I think it's going to be right here. Yeah, Skulk Redstone components. All right, let's talk about the game. We're making a game that is, and again, I'm not gonna. You guys are gonna have questions, and I'm not gonna answer all of it because I do want to save some of it for the video, all of it for the video. But you guys can get the early peek. We're making a game that is heavily inspired by Plate Up. I've mentioned this in the past. You guys, we played a lot of Plate Up on the channel. So I want to make a. I don't know if it's going to be one player, but it's definitely going to be multiplayer, meaning it'll be probably designed and balanced around a 2-player co-op game, maybe even more. I'm not sure. I want it to be scalable where you put in the number of players. Are the Guardians my customers? No. Yeah, don't ask about the Guardians. I won't tell you. I do want to make it scalable from 2 to 4 players, where like when you start the game, you'll be able to tell it how many people are playing, and the difficulty will scale based on that. Yeah, Pearl's gonna love this game. I think I want to play it with Pearl. Yeah, Pebbles. So, at its core, right? Plate Up, and to some extent, like you got a lot of guys that play Overcooked. Overcooked is a more popular game than Plate Up. They're slightly different games though. Plate Up is more of a roguelike where you build up and get better, and more foods are introduced, but you're in a consistent restaurant where you got to make food and serve customers. Overcooked is more chaotic, where you beat the level's got some crazy twists. Like walls drop, or you're on a highway and you gotta like cross the road, all these little twists and stuff. I prefer Plate Up over Overcooked. That's hard to say, but you could say both games are kind of. Overcooked is funny, yeah, but both games do share a lot of commonality for sure. Let's see, where's my torches over here? Make sure I'm chopping trees in the appropriate location here. The core primitive of both games is gather ingredients, put them together, process them in some way, make something out of it, and then deliver those things based on demand. So the game is like, okay, here's a product that's needed. How do I, and then you have to answer in your head, how do I make that product? And I have to make that product in a certain amount of time and produce it, deliver it. That's really what it is. I mean, obviously they do like food and stuff, and I think I'm gonna do food because it fits the goal. But the game is all about efficiency and it's about communication. And I really want to make sure that my game, here's the thing that I want is when you play 2 players in this game, I don't want, and this is one of the things I'm a little bit struggling with right now. Not struggling with, isn't finalized yet, we'll say. I don't want 2 people playing the same game next to each other. For a co-op game to be fun, it has to be dependent on each other. You have to have like mandatory communication and things where you need the other person to do something for you to continue. Like I don't want, you know, this is arbitrary, but like, you know, say it's like, oh, you're making a pie. Well, all right, I'll get the pie, and then the other person's like, all right, I'll get the steak, whatever, right? And then they just go off and do their own separate things. That's no fun because they're not playing together, they're just playing next to each other. So that's one of the big things I want to make sure we get right. So I haven't figured that out yet. But yeah, basically we're going to be making I'm leaning toward food, but I may change the theme. A efficiency based production game, if you will. If we stick with the theme, it'll be like a restaurant kind of thing. There's a big twist to it. Again, I'm not going to reveal. But it should be a lot of fun, I hope. Let me catch up with what you're saying. Who are you going to play with? Whoever wants to play. Like the games you played with Zed. What did I play with Zed? I played Diner Bros with Zed. Diner Bros was a good game. By the way, if you guys haven't played Diner Bros and you like Played Up, I would recommend checking out. Played Up's better, but Diner Bros is a fun little twist. Oh, we were here? No, it's nothing like those. Decked Out Food Court Edition. Just every game I make from now on is just called Decked Out, right? Even though it's got nothing to do with anything related to Decked Out. Make them create redstone components for you. I know, but I was thinking that actually I could do that. Like the theme of the restaurant could be, or the theme of the game could be, it could be a restaurant where you're producing food. It could be a blacksmith where you're producing weapons and armor and stuff like that. It could be a tech shop where they have to make redstone components on demand, right? There's a lot of options. Who do raid? Joe with the raid. Joe, how you doing? Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome everybody. We're talking about howdy everybody. Joe Hill's raid here. We're briefly glossing over some of the ideas of the game I'm going to start working on. Today we gathered a couple of guardians, which are flopping around in here. We got Loot and Scoot. Those are temporary names, and they will be used in the game that we're going to make, I believe. Food Court Frenzy. That's a good name. It's not going to be the name. I already know the name. What's up, Jojo? How you doing? Other Jojo. Yeah, no, that is smart. If I made it redstone components, then people playing the game would just be populating my factory for me. That'd be great. But I don't think I'm gonna do that though. So I've got a great way to show what products are needed and how to deliver them and all that stuff. I'm really excited about that. The part I don't have nailed down yet, and I know this is going to be hard because I'm speaking in very abstract terms here. The part I don't have nailed down is in Played Up and in Overcooked and all these games. Like in Played Up, if I want to make a pizza, I go get the flour and it's right there. I just take the flour, right? Where's my bed? and then I knead the flour into a thing, and then I put it in the sink to turn it into a ball or something like that, right? And then I have to like massage it to turn it into a thing, and then I have to cook it, and then put the ingredients in. So basically there's a lot of little steps before you get to your final product. Unfortunately, I'm trying to stick with Minecraft default recipes. I think that'll hit home the best. But the problem with Minecraft default recipes is there's really no concept of like processing things. It's just take ingredients, put them in a crafting bench, and you're done, right? So that doesn't feel as fun. Now, there are some things that you cook in a smelter or in a furnace, which is good because that's a time delay system. So you can throw them in the smelter or in the furnace and then go do something else while it's cooking if you're rushed, which is great. Okay. I got it, guys. I know. The other thing I'm going to do is instead of a crafting bench, I'm going to use a crafter and then put a time delay on it so that you can put the ingredients in the crafter and then hit the button and it'll take a certain amount of time, and maybe like I don't want to say music, but a sound effect will play while it's crafting your item, you know, like you press the button and maybe dependent, I'm leaning toward depending on how many items were in the recipe. Like if you're making a piston, you know, that's 9 ingredients. So arbitrarily, right? If it's like it takes 2 seconds to craft the item per item slot required in the recipe. Something like that, right? So if you're doing something simple like processing one item, you just throw it in, hit the button, and it's like doot, 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 and it's done. Other things that should be made obvious is to play the game, your entire inventory will be filled with filler items. You'll only have 1 slot available to play the game, and that's part of the logistics of running around picking things up and doing things. Okay, so you won't be able to just collect all the resources. You have to kind of choose what you want to do with your 1 slot. That's a rule or something, you know, to get started. So you basically fill up your entire inventory except for 1 slot. Here you'll fill your offhand and everything with like filler items. I don't know if I'll just use glass or whatever. And then there's also the house game rule of you can't use your personal crafter. You can't use your 2x2 crafter either. So everything has to go right now, everything either goes through a smelter or the custom time delayed crafting system. It may be etho glass. Yeah, we'll see. Make the crafter on a timer or make a mini game to speed up the crafter timer. Well, 30 drifts, what I think I may do is the game may have like plate up. So plate up is like there's 2 rounds. There's the prep round and then there's the customer round. The prep round is where you like lay out your kitchen and do your upgrades and stuff, and then you play, and then the customers come in on the customer round and you got to feed them, and if you make it, then that's a day, and then it keeps toggling back between those 2 modes, like kind of like build up upgrade mode versus play frantic mode. I don't know if I'm gonna have 2 modes like that. I'm leaning toward just having it be 1 continuous thing, but I do want to have upgrades, and one of the upgrades that you can get maybe is to shorten the timer on your crafting thing. I think that would be a good idea. Coffee Junkie, thank you. Avery, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You can have a smelted item disappear after a timer, simulating the burning of food. The problem is I mean, yeah, I guess if I wanted to like automatically hopper out the items after they're cooked, and then if I wanted to make a complicated furnace, you're right, I could do like a furnace that automatically pulled the items out and shot it from a dropper onto like a block or something there, and you only have like 20 seconds to pick it up. And if you don't pick it up in time, it disappears. To simulate it burning, maybe. Pearl was talking about it on Friday, and what was she talking about? Was she talking about making it in Minecraft? Oh, Squash, Catastronauts is still on the list, yeah. There's a game called Dave the Diver. I know of that game that might be good. It's going to be similar to play it up, but it's good in terms of 2 mode cycles. Okay, I know Dave the Diver, and I know it's incredibly popular. It got like really good reviews, but I know nothing about the gameplay of it. What about a burnt concept, like things turn to coal? Maybe. The problem is coal is actually useful, so I wouldn't, because you're gonna have to fuel the furnace too. Interesting though. The idea of, I want to write that down as like a little note maybe, because the idea of burnt food is interesting. I was thinking that it would just sit in the smelter, but if the product comes out and sits and you have to pick it up, and then like after 20 seconds or something it burns it, yeah. Or and like, you know, as long as you accompany that with an audio, like a or something that shows like, oh, I just heard the food being burnt, you know, that's a good idea. Burnt food, pull item out of furnace. I got another idea that I really want to kick off you guys that kind of throws a wrench in other things. 20 seconds to pick up food after smelted or it burns. Burns is in quotes. Burns. That's a decent idea, and it adds another sense of urgency, which I like. The hopper below the smelter could be locked on a timer. If it sits in the smelter too long, the hopper unlocks it. Oh, I see. So don't pull it out right away. How would I know? A comparator signal off of a furnace is a bit weird, right? I actually want to test that. Sabby, thank you so much. And Steltman, thank you for the 5 gift subs. I missed those. Thank you so much. Sabby, I appreciate that. Good to see you. What's up, bird? I'm talking about a game. Okay, let me grab some. Let me grab some cobble here. Oh, that's not cobble. Ah! Just want a furnace. Nope. The comparator signal off of a furnace, right? I know it, like, it's kind of merging all 3 inventory slots. What I want to know is there a way to determine if something is in the product slot without removing it? Is that possible? You can also have an item in an item frame to on a block as a counter. I thought about that, Martin, and I was really excited about that, like, because then I could sell item frames as counters. The problem is there's a floor. Players are just gonna throw items on the floor, I think, unless I make that a rule that you can't do it. But right now I feel like a big part of the gameplay is going to be just like throwing items on the floor in different locations to kind of pick them up later. Furnaces only have 1 slot. Furnaces have three slots. I could have the floor made out of hoppers, yeah, but then I got to make it out of slabs or you know, or whatever, slow sand or whatever, right? Or I could run a minecart under it periodically, and then it would randomly pick up items. I could do carpets, I guess, yeah. I know there's ways to do it. It's just, does that feel satisfying? Like, what's better, for me to go through all the trouble of picking up items on the floor, or just making a rule that says don't throw items on the floor? I don't know. Do you really want more minecarts? The minecarts aren't a problem if you're there. Minecarts are only a problem when you leave, so minecarts would be totally fine for this. You like throwing items on the floor, and maybe glitchy. That might be ideal. I know that's kind of one of the things I have to like play test or something like that. Is maybe it is fun to manage you're throwing things on the ground and then you're accidentally picking them up, you know, because you only have the 1 slot. It might be interesting to that might add to the chaos, but it might also be too powerful. I'm not sure. It's a total from all 3 slots. You're right, Guyver. So there's no way to know, I don't believe, what I was doing here. Did I not just make a thing with a thing? I guess I didn't click the button. Oh, I did. Okay. What am I doing with anything? I just had the biggest brain fart there. Okay, that. Now we have 3 of them. Woo! We'll just edit that out. Okay. So there's no way, I don't think, right, for me to know. Shut up. There's no way for me to know if there's just like, I think the comparator signal, right, is the same as if there's an item there, as opposed to just like, I think this signal here is the same as that signal there, right? Did I not bring the ender chest? Cool. So if that's the case, there's no way to tell when something is done smelting unless I take the item out. Ender chest in the hole? Oh, right there, yeah. Man, I can't pay attention to anything today. All right. Now I'm looking for my bed. Did I leave that up here? I did. All right. Give sticks to smelt. It's only, yeah, they're not going to get super efficient fuel, that's for certain. Use fuel that smelts more. I'd like to be able to have variable types of fuel though, because that would be a nice upgrade. Is like you start out with sticks or bamboo or something, right? But then later on, maybe the upgrade is a couple pieces of coal or something like that. Pooh is the funniest Bachman. It is pretty good, yeah. One on observer tick when a smelter stops burning. Yeah, Nate, it will. But if they put in more fuel, like if I put in 2 units of fuel, then doesn't the fuel keep, like, when the fuel runs out is not relative to when the item is done cooking, right? Especially if they're like, they put a piece of coal in and then they just do one thing. The fuels, you're not going to get an update, I don't think. You only get an update when the fuel runs out, not when the product comes out. And those are different. So yeah, I think if we want to do the burning thing, we'd have to pull the item out, is my guess, and then start the timer based on when that hopper gets an item in it or something like that. You should use unlimited fuel. I could, but that and I considered that, Doug, but then that like takes away part of the frantic, right? Part of the frantic is like, oh, I can't cook this. We need fuel, or or upgrades or better fuel and stuff like that. Like that's more of the stuff I want them to be doing. I don't want to take away actions from them. So anyways, one of the big couple thoughts. Do I still need to chop trees down here? That might be enough already. I'll keep chopping. One of the things I want is, or I'm not want, but one of the things I'm like I'm debating is, like in Plate Up and stuff, the raw ingredients are just there. You just go over to them and you just take them. And I'm trying to think if that will be fun in this version of the game, or if there's something better to do to acquire, for instance, I want to have a pork chop, we'll say, right? Pork chop is one of the things that maybe we'll cook in this game, right? Like, order up, okay, I need a pork chop. Do I just go over to the bucket and pull out a raw pork chop, throw it in the smelter, wait 10 seconds, and then deliver it? That's the bare minimum. I know the bone meal thing. I got you. Hold on. We'll talk about bone meal in a second. There's not much alternative to that unless there's some kind of like really simple activity to get the raw pork chop, which I'm debating. We can't kill the pig because I would need infinite pigs. I would need hundreds and hundreds of pigs, and there's no way to make enough pigs to make it happen. Yes, so you guys are all going down the same route that I've already gone down, which is like, there could be a whole farm behind the kitchen, right? Where I go out and I plant the stuff and I bone meal it, or I kill the cow and I milk the cow and I play farmer, right? All that stuff works, but there's limitations for a lot of them. The animals, it's almost impossible to get enough animals to be killing them for the game, right? Like, how am I gonna make some kind of cow farm, right? If I want to cook steaks, I'm gonna need hundreds and hundreds of cows just to play the game. Oh, hold on, guys, you can't play because I got to breed more cows, right? Like, that's Bone meal is a currency. So bone meal works for the couple things, right? Bone meal works for wheat. Bone meal works for, you know. The problem is like potatoes and carrots and stuff don't have seeds. So if I want a baked potato, I'm not gonna plant the potato and bone meal it to get more potatoes. I'm just gonna make the baked potato, you know? And now you could argue that like, well, part of the game is knowing that you have to plan ahead. You might not get more potatoes, but that feels weird to get into a situation where you're guaranteed to lose because you ran out of potatoes. So like carrots and potatoes don't have seeds, so it kind of feels weird to me. Hoglin farm, yeah, maybe, but even still, it's like that only solves pork chops, right? I can get a lot of raw pork chops and a lot of raw chicken automated. Obviously, I already have the pork chop farm, but like steak is a tough one. There's no great way to do fully automated steak farms, and please don't spam me with ways to do it because they all require right clicking or something like that. What about having something like sticky bombs where you fish out the item from yeah, so Doc, yeah, by the way, thanks to Piece of Pie. That's something I was thinking too, is like, you know, you could use a fish, you could do like, remember that game with the honey drop where you had to like use a fishing rod to pull the ingredients? Maybe there's like cascading resources coming down a honey wall and you've got to like yoink the items, but then it almost becomes a game. It takes away. So I thought about that, but it takes away from the core, what the game is about communication and efficiency. Now it becomes a fishing pole accuracy game, you know? So it's like, and I don't want to, yeah, too much skill involved in that. It's going to be about how good you are with a fishing pole and not about how good you are coordinating with your teammate and stuff like that. Tango and I said bone meal is a currency. I did not mean for farming, but for buying from a store. Sure, but why bone meal? Why not emeralds, Dead Knight? Why bone meal? I mean, I do plan to have currency and you buy from a store. Bone meal just came to mind. Yeah, there's going to be a currency. Yeah, so as you deliver products, you'll be paid for them and you can take that money, whatever it is, and purchase upgrades or purchase products or purchase something that'll be beneficial to you for sure. So yeah, you know, the farming thing to me kind of falls apart. And is it fun, right? If I want to make bread, is it fun to go over to the wee thing, plant the seed, hit it with bone meal 4 or 5 times, right? And pick it up, right? It's an activity. I don't know. So I'm a little debating on, you know, and then I ask myself, well, okay, Played Up and Overcooked were fun, and you just had to take the products right out of the bucket and they're there. It was infinite. But the big difference is both those games had a lot of like mid production processing. The chopping and all that stuff is really important to those games, right? To make a burger, you gotta like take the meat, you gotta chop the meat, you gotta put it on the grill, you gotta get the tomato, you gotta chop the tomato, you gotta get the lettuce and chop the lettuce and put them all together and make this composite thing, you know, conglomerate thing, and then deliver it, right? Many steps involved. The jump powered furnace, I know, right? But it really, what it comes down to, yeah, is Minecraft's crafting system it's too simple. It's too simple, right? There needs to be other things that like it would take time or be a thing to do. Processing is a big thing. It makes the player play with their time. Exactly, Dead Knight. That processing, that chopping thing, like if you took chopping out of Played Up, the game would be boring, I feel like. How about trying to find correct auto crafter after each meal? I don't know what that means. There's probably only going to be one auto crafter, maybe a couple, I'm not sure. Potions, yeah, no, and brewing is a whole different like genre. Like you could say, I could, instead of delivering food, you could I could theme the game after potions, right? I thought about that too. Like, oh, maybe it's fun to it's a brewing game, right? Part of the downside there is, quite honestly, potions are hard to identify just by looking at them, because the only thing that differentiates them is colors, and I'm pretty sure most players wouldn't know all the colors corresponds to what potions and stuff. And let's face it, remembering all the brewing recipes is a pain. Everybody forgets those. So I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I'm still considering the brewing thing. Then another thing I was thinking was like, maybe we're dressing mannequins with leather armor. It's like, oh, I need red pants, blue shirt, green helmet, right? And you're just playing with dyes and leather and stuff like that. That was another idea. There's a lot of different ways to spin this. But I keep coming back to just food. You could use campfires to cook food. I know, that's an upgrade. Setups, player powered furnace comes to mind. Got to jump on a pressure plate to dispense sticks. Maybe. You have to toggle it back and forth, and each time you do, it like adds a piece of fuel or something like that. I mean, that's like ultra dependent. I think these games are fun when it's like, you know, you're talking to your person you're playing with. Hey, buddy, I need this thing, and they put it into their mental queue and they get you that thing as soon as they can. But if there's a situation where it's like, hey, buddy, I need that thing, and I can't do anything until you get me that thing, and I'm completely blocked, that's frustrating, or it can be frustrating, because now you're just like sitting there like, come on. Yeah, and that's something with the jump powered furnace. You might run into that situation where it's like, okay, we want to cook this food. You have to stop. The other guy has to stop what they're doing, and you have to sit there and wait for them to come over. That's kind of eh. But the idea of a jump powered furnace as kind of a metaphor maybe does make sense. But maybe it's a single player thing to, I don't know. Stews would be good. The problem is the recipes for stews are tough. The recipes I've got that I'm considering, water bottles, pork chops, cooked chicken, bread, pumpkin pie, cookie, milk, sweet berries, beetroot soup, honey, baked potato, egg, melon, glistening melon, golden carrot, and carrots. Those are the things that are on the potential list. I specifically took cake off, and I was sad because I know everyone's gonna ask about cake. I just had to take cake off because cake doesn't stack, and part of the gameplay requires the items to stack, which is unfortunate because cakes would be like, you see the cake come up and it's like panic time. So I may do something else for cake. I'm not sure. Cakes are dumb. So no swords, armors, etc. Unless I switch to like a blacksmith theme, and that's still on the table. Then I don't know. Really, what the products are isn't that important right now. It's what's the product, what's the process of making the product. Food works the best because it uses the smelter the best, believe it or not. And I know you guys are going to say ores, but ores don't work because they're not scalable. I can't get a renewable supply of ores, and Scar just broke all of his. So so a blacksmith metaphor would work really good if ores were renewable and I had a whole bunch of like iron ore and stuff like that. But without that, it kind of falls apart a little bit, I think. Do comparators read cake? Yeah, they do. Could use longer burning fuel running out after having smelted the item as a timer. Yeah, but yeah, we talked about that. I don't want to be stuck to using a certain type of fuel. And even if I had a longer burning fuel than the product takes, they might put in 2 of those things, and then the fuel would, I mean, they could be cooking a lot of things, right? I could put in 2 fuel pieces to cook 5 things, and then it just keeps cycling. So there's really no way to know when it ends because they might not be stopping. Blacksmith, you got the stack problem. Yeah, absolutely. Like swords and stuff like that. You're absolutely right. This is going to be super hard to balance. I don't know, Linda. Maybe. I think what it's going to come down to is I just have a dial of how fast I demand products to be made. If you know what I'm saying. Like if you're familiar with Played Up, it's just how fast they throw products up there. You know, how fast they throw burgers up there, right? The faster I require products, that determines the balance pretty much. So a couple of you guys are mentioning allays, which is interesting. I hadn't thought about allays at all, and now you got me interested. I have to think about allays in all sorts of aspects, but maybe the allays are for delivering the product and they pick it up, right? As customers. That's pretty tough. No, I allays as customers. You would have, how would you know what they want? You could name the allay, like this allay's name. I mean, I guess it's what they're holding, right? Interesting. So you'd have to like, but so you'd have to like release. How would you know he's like, okay, I'm the bread allay? How would you activate him? You'd have to like release him and let him fly around, and then when he delivers the bread, you'd have to lock him down somehow so that he's not out again. Is there allay holding chambers? Is that a thing? I guess it would make sense, right? Try to get them into a cart afterwards and then release them. It's interesting. I'm not going to do it because I have a really good idea, like really good metaphor that I like for delivering, but I am interested in allays for, like, that does technically solve the cake problem, right? I could just throw it on the ground if there was one allay for every ingredient. I don't know. It works for unstackables, yeah. The allay thing is something. Oh, for getting ingredients. How would it work, Doc, for getting ingredients? So like, they go get it for you somehow and drop it off to you? That's interesting. Okay, could be your extra points item. Yeah, I am thinking, EMS, yeah, I am thinking about making cake like a special case thing. I have some ideas for how to still incorporate cake where you're not delivering it as a normal product, but it's like a special event kind of thing where it's like you have to make a cake and do something with it or something like that. Very much up in the air, but the cake is a lay. Didn't I? That's horrible. Fox idea is good. What was the fox idea? I know obviously you can put things in a fox's mouth. What was the fox idea? Allays pass items between players. For those just joining, we're talking about an upcoming minigame I'm gonna make. Right here, in fact. And I should be digging or something while I'm talking, but let's make that beacon. I just want to talk to you guys and get ideas though. Let's go put it back here. Let me see what 50 blocks is. Have you considered custom icons like in Decked Out? I did. Seems a little bit overkill. What are we at? 700 basically, so I can go to like 750. All right, this is plenty right here. 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. You could have zombies and minecarts going through dropped items and picking them up. One of the ideas I had was that if you don't deliver food on, you know, like what's the fail condition, right? And Played Up and Overwatch, or not Overwatch, Overcooked, it's pretty much if you miss one thing, you're done, right? But, you know, we could be a little bit more forgiving if we ramp the difficulty up a little bit and say every time you miss a product, you know, a zombie is released or something like that, right? And you have to, and you don't have weapons. You got to punch them to death or something, you know, and that would be a huge time sink, and it would be a slippery slope, and you would probably lose anyways. But it might be a chaotic / fun way to end it. Add fire. Maybe? In what sense? What does it do? zombie is an angry customer. Yeah, possibly. We're not doing Ravagers as customers, no. That's not happening. Doink, 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 doink. Doink, 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 doink. Silverfish is interesting, yeah. Silverfish as rats. Shulkers that float them, yeah. Well, I mean, that may be what the Guardians are for. We'll see. So the core problem is what's the game loop, right? Okay, product needs to be delivered. A food item. I need a cooked pork chop. Do I go pick up a raw pork chop from a bucket and throw it on the smelter and throw some fuel in and it's good, and that's kind of a simple one? And the fun comes in the fact that there's 5 items out at once, you know, just franticness is what's causing and contention for the furnace. Maybe that's fun enough. Or do I have to do something more to get the raw pork chop? Sides. Yeah, so that's a good point, Martin. Like, one of the things that makes overcooked and played up good is that you're not just delivering one product, you're delivering, like, you know, give me an A with a B, you know, give me a burger and a drink, or with fries, right? Yeah, we're not doing ketchup. The problem is it's hard to deliver meals unless I get into, and I considered this, unless I get into, like, shulker boxes are the plates, you know, where it's like, okay, I put in the bucket of milk and the steak into the shulker box and deliver that. But it gets really confusing. Like, how do you tell them that multiple things are requested and stuff like that? So bundles would work. Bundles only work with one item, right? One type of item. Milkshake. Beechington, yeah, I know, you're right. Like, the gameplay loop of Played Up, every time I get nervous that the game I'm making isn't fun, I look at Played Up and I'm like, that doesn't sound like it would be fun, but it is. But Played Up is fun because of that day loop. You finish the day, you take a breath. What are our upgrades? How is our kitchen changing this time? Okay. Oh, we got a new food to make. Okay, let's set up the process for making that new food, right? And then it keeps evolving. Bundles are any item up to 64. Yeah, so bundles don't work if I want to deliver 2 products. Like, if I want to have a steak and something, I can't put it in a bundle. Know what they do? I thought it could have 1 item up to 64. As long as it's a stackable item. Up to 64 different. Oh. I guess I still don't understand how bundles work. How many slots are in the bundle? I've got one right here, I think. I'm probably going to ruin the mailbag in the process, but... So I can throw down... Well, let's just do it. We'll say they ordered a pork chop and a torch. I don't even know how this works. I have no idea how bundles work. I'm such a noob. How do you put the thing on it? Oh, you gotta like right click or something like that with it. I honestly have no idea. Right click on the items with the bundle. Okay. Oh, I see. So I go like that and then that. Okay. And now in there is... Okay. Gotcha. But you can't... How do you take... The only way to get these... There's no redstone way to take items out of this, right? It doesn't work like a container. I can't throw this on a hopper or something like that, so... That's kind of pointless. So yeah, shulker boxes are the only thing. And I did actually think about the shulker box thing quite a bit, like, because there is a cool mechanism there where if you deliver your product on white shulker boxes and then it gives you back a black shulker box, and then those of you guys know that cauldrons, if you take a shulker box and right click on a cauldron, it washes it and cleans it. That would be a way of cleaning the dishes, which is kind of cool. I mean, it would go back to purple or whatever the default color is, not white. But that's kind of interesting, right? Because now you can have a washing the dishes kind of thing. What's up, Lomax? How you doing? But it's interesting, but it does also offer a lot of other problems too. And I don't know. I got to think about that because the idea, you know, now like to deliver a meal, you really can't see what's inside it. And I feel like you're going to be constantly like opening up shulkers. Wait, what's that got? Okay, that needs the fries, or that needs the thing, and that needs the, you know, it just, because you can't just visually see like a plate and plate up or overcooked. It feels very frustrating to have everything be inside an inventory. Dye as soap. Oh, maybe, yeah. And it's bad for video. Yeah. It does give you a physical block for each plate, though. It does. It does. So it's something I'll think about, because I do really like the dishwashing thing, but honestly, even like right clicking on a cauldron is so fast. It takes no time, you know, that is it even like, it's not a time sink because there's no time associated to it. It's just instant. So I'm not sure. You still have to refill water. If you, does it consume one level of the cauldron if you clean a shulker? It does? Okay, that makes sense. So then, yeah, maybe the time investment could be getting water. Wash it to get it to purple, and then you have to re-dye it back to get it white. There could be time sink. You see what I did there? Yeah. That's what the item would be called. Time sink. Joke is funny. Yeah, no, that's interesting. Well, I'll write some of that down. It wouldn't go with my current plan, which I really don't want to break because I love it, but it might work. Let me see. Shulkers as plates. Wash the dishes. Fill cauldron with water bottles, etc. So yeah, there's something to be said there. Something to be said there for sure, yeah. Okay, we made the beacon. Let's dig. What did we say? Right around here, right? I don't know why I just took a screenshot. I think I want it to just be all underground. And then I just make a front facade to it. So stairs down into the game, I think. Yeah. Let's just dig. Let's just dig down. Making a hole. Yep. So yeah, what's everyone's thoughts on just the food acquisition, right? We're sticking with the pork chop example. Do I just pick the raw pork chop up? Part of me thinks, yeah, that's sufficient, as long as you're not just making one pork chop and there's like a lot of different tasks that you're juggling, right? Maybe that's fine. I should be using cobble for this. What are you working on at the moment? We're basically just talking about a mini game that I'm gonna make. Trying to finalize some of the design, trying to get some ideas from you guys. Let me put that back there. Boom, 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 boom. Why do I have all these target blocks here? Oh, did I not fill target blocks at... Oh no, that was the leftover stack. Right. Yeah, so one of the things that has to be mentioned, yeah, is you only get one slot. So you're basically going to be like, you know, every slot's going to be filled up except for one slot. So you'll only be able to pick up one item at a time. You have to pick up the pork chop and pass it down a conveyor to other players to cook. Yes, Gwyn. So that is one of the things I definitely want is, you know, that's what Overcooked does, right? It's very much 100%. I have to give this to someone else because they're on the other side of whatever the map is. So I have to pass it. And one of the things I really want to do is potentially have like a minecart, a hopper minecart in between. And it's basically, that's your only way of passing items back and forth. So I could throw in the pork chop there, hit the button, it gets over there, they have to pull it out and do the thing, and then they have to cook it and put it back in the minecart and send it back, right? I think that is interesting because then where the minecart is, if it's on my side or your side, will start to become a struggle based on who needs what, things like that. Conveyor texture, lol. No, not happening. Yeah, so the other side concept, in quotes, yeah, it is good. It does force panic and coordination without blocking, so I like that. Yeah. Can hopper minecart act as a filter? Filter for what? Maybe. It does mean though that if you give them a hopper minecart that they now have 5 slots, so there's 5 items that they could store in there. Maybe that's okay. I have no idea how big this thing's gonna be or whatever, so we're just digging arbitrarily right now. Oh, and I'm not using my pick that I wanted to use. Let me put that there. Okay. Slots sound like an upgrade, maybe. So maybe you have to buy the minecart, right? The track's there, but you have to get the minecart. But without the minecart, then it's, yeah, no, it's weird. If there was a way to have like a minecart, a chest minecart with just one slot, that'd be great. I wish there was an item in the game that had 1 slot, like a chest with 1 slot. That would be amazing. And I know there's what do you call it? It's the pots, but they don't work because you gotta break them to get the stuff out. They're useless. Can't see what's inside them. You can't even, yeah, like they're almost cool. Pots are basically just for loot. Yeah, they were great for the trial chambers for sure. You just smash them, it's satisfying. You get something. So the other thing, to throw a twist on this, what I want to do is we'll call it the map or the level. We'll call it the level. The level that you play on, I don't want it to be fixed. I want to make a, starting to spoil a lot of the game here, but whatever. I want to make a simple playing field, maybe 16 by 16, that's just an empty floor. And then as part of playing the game is you decide what level you want to play. So imagine like in like an ante room before you enter the game, there's some maps on the wall and you like grab one of them. This isn't how I would implement it, I don't think, but you grab one of them and then it's like, oh, it's a picture of the level. And to play that level, you just simply take a couple minutes and lay out the blocks in the way that that level is configured, which would drastically change how the game is played based on where you can go and where the walls are and things like that. But it would be simple. Like we would just use, you know, walls, like cobble walls or something, right? But it changes like who's on what side and like, oh wait, now I can get to the crafter and you get to the furnace, right? It completely changes the level. It's more maze-like if it gets more complex or something like that. So I really like that idea because it has a lot of replayability, because then we can have high scores per map. You know what I'm saying? I think that's fun. But it makes it less Some of the things that work against that is like the custom crafting thing with the redstone stuff. I can't really like move the crafter around because it has custom redstone behind it. There's some things I'm working on. I might be able to have it be flexible, but procedurally generated? No, it won't be procedurally generated. Honestly, what I think I'm gonna do is just take kind of the cheap way out, and like we'll do this in stream probably when the game's done. We'll build a configuration, and then I'll just go overhead. You know, I'll just be like, whoop, free cam, screenshot, and then I'll just save the URL of that image and just give it to the hermits and be like, here's the, you know, I don't know, maybe I'll import it on like a map or something like that so that they can see them. But in the end, they need basically a high-res image to look at, and it'll be like a grid base. Like if the restaurant floor is like a typical black and white checkerboard, it'll be very easy to see what goes where and stuff like that. I'm not doing map art. No, that's crazy. I'm not beef. What's up, Beardy? How you doing? Good to see you. What's Hermitcraft? Oh, it's a thing. Big server with a lot of crazy people on it. There's a mod BW uses that let you move while in free cam. I'm not really interested in that too much, but yeah. Oh, hi friends. Oh, am I really gonna? Do I have? Oh wait. Haha! It doesn't give me bad omen anymore. It just gives me a stinky potion. That's right. Forgot. I don't have to hate those guys anymore now. 1.21. That's like one of the great things they did. I'm getting so tired of putting those guys in boats and leaving them there for like a month. What about using item frames to hold one item? Yeah, we talked about that earlier, and I think it's a great idea, especially if you could like purchase item frames to act as like a counter. The problem is right now you could just drop items on the floor, so there's really no need for it. So I think item frames become a good thing if we have a rule where you can't drop items on the floor, or if items that are dropped on the floor get sucked up or something like that. We'll see. Ooh, I got an ominous. Ooh, bad omen 5. What if you had like 4 rooms with different layouts for the stuff that can't be moved, so you could choose a map for one of the rooms? Oh. Yeah, I mean, that would require building the redstone 4 times or something like that. We'll see. I'm hoping I can just kind of be clever with, I'm hoping I can just be clever with, how those layouts work, so they just feels very different, but we'll see. Furnace minecart would be great fun for fuel and transport. Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I don't know what it really does. Furnace minecarts are very weird. I have 2 efficiency picks. Awesome. Let's put one of these guys back. What's the future game? We're making probably a cooking game. A game very much after like Played Up or Overcooked is the goal. We're just talking about some of the design elements today. Bonus points to let the hermits design. Yeah, level editor. Basically, yeah. I mean, if the concept works, there's definitely no reason why we can't have the hermits build their own levels. Especially since how simple it's going to be. It's very manual. It's not like they're going to... It's not a redstone system where they're just going to like press a button and it's going to configure the level. It's going to be very much, you know, go build it. What's up, Zin? Welcome. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I've got a lot of stuff I'm not telling you as well. And I'm leaning toward. So if there's like 20 different raw items, you know, raw pork chop, raw chicken, wheat, eggs, whatever, right? Beets. Is there a separate bucket for each one of those things? Then that's a lot of buckets. Are they all in one bucket, or are the buckets being filled up during gameplay? These are the questions I have, you know? I don't know. Once I get this part figured out, I'm kind of done and I can start working on redstone. But I want to have the game fully designed before I start working on redstone. That's like the biggest problem I always have is I start diving into redstone and then I realize, wait a minute, I'm not even sure if I need this redstone yet. Why are you building underground? Because I'm lazy and I don't want to build a giant complicated building for it. We're just going to build a facade and a staircase down. Sorry. I want to focus on making a game and not having to spend 4 days making a building because I'm slow at building. One-Eyed Willie makes his return. Glass ceiling for spectators. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea because right now I don't have too much going on the ceiling. So yeah, we could do that. I think. I'll try to keep that in mind. Let me write that down. And then yeah, like I said in the beginning, I definitely want it to be scalable based on how many players are playing. You know, so the question is what scales? I think right now all I'm scaling is just how fast the products, scaling up the product demand, you know, the food items that need to be produced. A mocking platform. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. What about dropping trash items? What about it? Is that a suggestion or a problem? I'm not sure what you're saying. There will be items that you don't want for sure. Yeah. Don't want to lose that. Probably almost out of room here. But I gotta get some sound effects and stuff like that as well. The final version of my head is gonna be really fun. I hope. Just gotta solve some of these last things. Yeah, I was trying to think of like trash, right? How do you? There needs to be more than just grab items, make product, deliver it. Like washing dishes or other maintenance tasks. I feel like I'm missing some of that stuff, right? It's like other things that need to be done besides just preparing the food would add a lot of chaos and stuff, which is good. Gonna be 2v2 gameplay? No. It's gonna be, I mean, in the sense that they would compete for a higher score maybe, but I don't want to make it a two simultaneous game. It could be designed that way, but that's not how I want to do it. Reload coal and fuel. Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be reload your furnaces and stuff like that for sure. But I mean, like a whole separate task, like washing the floors. You know, otherwise, if you don't wash the floors, they get so dirty and it slows you down. Like I was experimenting with trying to use dispensers to inject or to waterlog bottom slabs from below, so that they would just start getting, you know, sporadically waterlogged, and then once two of them, they would start linking and making more infinite water things, stuff like that. I think like that could be cool, but it's really hard to put buckets in dispensers and load them from the bottom and then pull the empty bucket out and get a new bucket in there and stuff like that. But it would, if it wasn't for the redstone, the mechanics of waterlogging bottom slabs would be a great way to simulate trash, I think. And then you'd have to pick up a bucket and go scoop up the water manually, kind of thing. Well, you run out of haunches. Oh, your own saturation? Yes, you will. You're gonna have to eat some of the food that you make in your restaurant as well. That's part of the gameplay. It's all saying on sticky pistols from below. Yeah, but then you can't see it. That works, but you wouldn't know where it's slow unless you just ran over it, and then how would you clean it, metaphorically? Why not just a small flood? Well, there's really no small flood thing that I can think of. I mean, you drop water and you're going to get an 8x8, or you're going to get an 8 wide stream. Yeah, I mean, that makes a huge area. That would cover the whole play field if we dropped water from the ceiling. How about having angry customers? How about it? Boop, boop. Feel like I should probably save that. Officially, I should have brought more shulkers with me. What about piston feed tape that changes the floor slowly to honey blocks? Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean. I don't want it to. Yeah, I don't think that would work. I was entertaining the idea of like having zombies be the customers and use their AI, where like before they were released into the map, they would be locked onto a villager. So they would just walk over to the villager, and like maybe like a villager was in the ground or something. They would walk over to it and stay there, and you could walk right up to the zombie and he wouldn't hurt you. But if you don't deliver the food in time, then I just break line of sight to the villager, and then the zombie would be like, "Roar!" and it would go out and attack you. That had some promise, but delivering the product and stuff got pretty weird. That would be lovely, yeah. So anyways, yeah, like I said, there's a lot more to it. There's more I gotta do. I think I'm gonna take off from digging and go do something else in a second here, because there's just some things I gotta work out. But we got a little bit of a head start on digging here, which helps me. I want to go deliver those, remember those, what do you call it? The farmers that we almost delivered? I still gotta do that. Get my wheat farm going in full force again. Let's see. Make the more you cook, the slower your furnace cooks, and you have a restore task to clean the oven. How would you change the rate that it cooks? Unless you're talking about not using an actual furnace case. I like the idea. You're on the right track there, yeah. Could you give the spectators a button lever on the roof where occasionally can activate? It would cause a problem, almost like an unhappy customers. Not for the players, no. That would just be mean on purpose, and it would be hard to balance. Are there any ways to make things that players interacting with break on purpose? Repair them? Yeah. So like multiple people are now saying like yeah, like the oven breaks or something like that. What you control is so fuel is now provided automatically, but it could get locked out. It could be denied to you, and you have to do something to unlock the fuel again. Instead of fuel being an item that you juggle around, it's just like, yeah, you have to do something to maintain the supply of fuel. That's interesting. Keep in mind though, the fuel only works for like certain things. You know, it's pretty much pork chops, chicken, and potatoes. So far, it's the only three things that require the what do you call it? The smelter or the furnace. Fish. Renewable. Let's take these with us. These guys can stay. All right, let's roll out. No, we're not doing beef. We talked about beef. Beef is not easily renewable. There's not an easy way to get a ton of beef. Sponge to mop the floor. Yeah, I was toying with that idea too. Like if the floor flooded, again dealing with the dispenser pushing up into the bottom slabs, you'd have to take a bucket and go pick up each one individually clean, or one of the upgrades would be a sponge where you just go and it cleans up the whole floor. I thought that was really cool, but again, and you'd have to put it in the furnace. Yeah, so sponge is fun, and I got plenty of them. It's really just, I'm not sure how it really fits into the game. What water are you cleaning up? maybe to craft, the player needs to use a specific crafters to do it. Those crafters would have slots locked. Sort of only craft certain items. Maybe. I mean, you'd have to say like this is the 3-slot crafter and this is the 5-slot crafter or something like that. But I kind of like the idea I have of just the more slots you use in a recipe, the longer it takes to craft. But we'll see. That's still on the table. Customers make water mess. Yeah, but I mean, again, it's, you can't, right? If I just drop a bucket of water, I don't have water on me. If I just drop a bucket of water from the ceiling, it's massive, right? It's 8 blocks. It's a 16 block area, 16 block diameter almost that it covers. Like it'd be too much. Make it lava. Yeah. I mean, but now it's like you die. But maybe I was considering a lava thing. Yeah. Spends 2 sources to make a third. Pick the 2 back up. Sponge cleans the 3rd water source. So then it would be very specific places where water would occur. You'd only be able to flood 1/3 of the spaces, given that 2 of them would have to be allocated for. But yeah, maybe. It's an idea for sure. Yeah. We got some cobble here. Wow, I didn't realize I had so much cobble. Cobble, 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 cobble. I guess we're actually like full. I can't open that one because it's got the thing on top of it, but wow, way more cobble than I thought. That's good. What about a dirty floor with skulk or moss that you could spread from the outside walls? But what does it do? If it doesn't slow you down, they won't care about it. With the new potions, you could have a cobwebs that spawn in certain areas. What? There's a new potion that you can drop. Make sure that's not command block stuff. Is that available in survival? The weaving potion? Hold on. Yes, that is Skizilly. Yeah, hold the phone. Exactly. Hold on. Is that... We're looking. Cobweb is the ingredient in an awkward potion. Check it out. I mean, it's not really renewable. I'd have to get hundreds and hundreds of cobwebs, but that is great. Are there renewable cobwebs? Did they change something with cobwebs now? It spawns. Oh, you can farm cob. Okay, well, hold on. We're doing this right now. This sounds amazing. Now a splash weaving potion from the roof. This sounds amazing. Because that would be perfect, I think. How do I brew things with things? Mob drops. Would have been amazing and decked out too. Yeah. Misc, cobwebs, and this, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and that. Is this a thing? only on mob death. Oh, so I can't make a splash one. I'd have to put it on a creature and then have the creature die. Can I put it on an armor stand? No, armor stands can't have effects. You can get infinite silverfish? How? You guys are just making things up now. Infestation. Infested. It causes silverfish to spawn on an entity that is taking damage. So oh, this is cool. This is cool. Hold on, there's more. I should actually read patch notes. Yeah. What's everyone saying? Allay. Allay is your friend here. Using allay. Using allay. What? Oh, because allays regenerate. I see. So you have an allay sitting on a campfire. They don't die, and I just splash the allay with infested instant. We got some science to do here. Hold on. Okay, let's finish this guy up here. This is cool. Slime one too. I like the rats. This is totally rats. I like the idea of silverfish because they're not powerful, but they will definitely annoy you when there's a silverfish released into the store. That's rats. And then the cobwebs appearing on top of that is when you put down a cobweb, you can punch a cobweb, but it takes a long time. Is it 30 seconds? I could give them shears or water. I don't want it to be instant. You know, I'm kind of like, if it was 5 seconds, that would be ideal. Yeah, shears is really fast. A wooden sword. Golden. Is golden worse than wooden? But running around, but then like, you gotta go get the sword. I mean, I guess that's like getting the mop. Right? The sword becomes your mop. I could even make a texture thing for the sword. Yeah, golden's gonna be faster. I want slower. Like I want something that's like 5 seconds. Right? Oh, this is good. We got bugs walking around in the store and we got cobwebs appearing. Wood sword is the slow. All right, hold on. Even that's instant. It's basically instant. Oh, I do have haste right now. You're right. Oh. T. Gerard, thank you so much. right, this one doesn't count. We gotta go outside haste range. Okay. Maybe there's a reason to put the sword mop back each time something else you can't do. I mean, I like this the mop idea, right? Because now you're juggling things. You got to put your stuff down. You got to go with the mop. You got to clean up. You got to put the mop back. Then you go back to what you're doing. Stupid jerk. Okay, we do this. We don't have haste. Stop with the burn. I am excited about these new potions. I mean, they're not. I'm gonna have to do some farming, but it'd be worth it. All right, let's see here. That's still way too fast. You need to put the mop back if you can only hold one thing at a time. Exactly, J-Mac. Yeah. Wood. Oh. Yeah, it's the same. There's no difference. Shovel. Try another tool. Oh, but I mean. Brah. You guys are just making things up now. Like, I don't think there's gonna be a difference. Boop. Boop. Stick isn't even a tool, so stick will be no different than your bare hand. You know what I wish? I wish suspicious sand didn't suck. That would be a great, like, the idea of like uncovering something and the time it takes would be great for this game. But they break webs and dispose of them, which you collect. So you can use webs for the option. Yeah, if suspicious sand, if you could silk touch suspicious sand, put it down, and then take an item in your hand and right click on it, and it would hide that item in the sand. Or better yet, if a dispenser could push an item into suspicious sand so that it's now hidden in there and you have to dig it up. Why is that not a thing? Why? Fun. All right, wooden sword, no haste. Still instant. All right, we're done testing. All right, so everything except empty hand is... Oh, shovel is what we wanted to test. Shovel. That feels the same as bare hand. Yeah, so there's no difference. So that's just too slow. There's no good in between here. Yeah. Shovel doesn't make any difference, yeah. Could use clay pots. We talked about clay pots. I don't like clay pots because you can't see what's inside them or anything like that. You have to break them, and I don't know. Maybe they might have a place, but I don't think so. Or the ability to craft stuff sand would be great too. Yeah. All right. Oop. Okay, so back to the science here. Hold on. I'm excited. There will be multiple webs spawned. The combined time could work. If you would shout, that'd be great. All right, so let's see. Weaving. What I'm trying to think is, are there two separate things? Or, like, do we want to have weaving? The player will be taking damage during this game. We'll just say that. So I could just have weaving and infested be two totally separate things that are randomly put on the player. In which case, you know, it's fine. Sometimes rats will appear. Sometimes things will get dirty. Or do we make it where it's like, I feel like there's a way to chain them together that my brain's just not connecting with right now. Like, like have the silverfish be the thing that, like, you spawn the silverfish with weaving already on it. And then when you kill the silverfish, it leaves behind the webs. Oh, the mob has to die. All right, so we have to do the second thing, what I said then, right? what is oozing? You guys are talking about this other one too. I don't think that's gonna fit as well. Causes 2 slimes to spawn. The greatest redstone master in the world. The greatest redstone master in the world. 2 slimes to spawn. Okay, so it's just like, all right, so I like the infested better. So we spawn a silverfish with infested or with weaving already on it. Is that chain oozing, infested, and weaving? Yeah, I don't know. I think we... Oh, people. I see people. Is that Gran? Must be Gran. Gotta be careful. Hawkeye arrows fly out of there and kill me in the face. Oozing and efficient. Can they be used together, chat? Like, I don't know that I want slime to really play a part of this. I think I'm pretty happy with the silverfish appear, and then you have to deal with them because they're just going to be hitting you and pestering you, so you're gonna have to punch them, and then when you kill them, they leave behind webs. So you probably want to be smart about where you kill them. The allays drop the silverfish. Yeah, exactly. This is the loop. Allay with infested makes the silverfish. We apply weaving to the silverfish. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Have you tried punching a silverfish to death? No, I haven't. Is it impossible? Yeah, we're gonna test some of this up. All right, let's make an infested potion now. Awkward first, and then stone. Interesting. I was not expecting stone. Can silverfish die of fall damage? Yeah. So there's possibility players will die. Where will the respawn beds be? I don't know, Lomax. Somewhere to the side. Good question though. If you die, there'll be a penalty, like almost like a Frogger thing, right? Where there'll be like 10 seconds or so before you can get back in. All right. So yeah, let's throw gunpowder on there too, just because why not? Bane of Arthropods mop. we could have a rat catcher or something though, like that. You know, a basically like a sword with Bane of Arthropods on it is now useful. This is fantastic, guys. You guys are great. You guys always make everything better. Let me get rid of all the garbage that we don't need. Okay. Okay. So let's see. I want to do this right here now. Wait, why does the allay? I thought the thing had to die. I'm getting confused now. Sorry. Infested. Oh, okay. Infested is taking damage. So I could just get infested on myself, right? And then I take damage to summon the, what do you call it? Let me splash the weaving. Right? I'm gonna infest myself, take some damage. The silverfish will spawn. I'll splash them with weaving, and then I'll punch the silverfish. That's kind of, I know that's, I like the allay thing, but that's the general plan here, right? Not a sentence I expected to hear today. No, not at all. I need to infest myself. All right. Right? Infest. I'm infested. How long am I infested for? 3 minutes? We might need milk. Oh no. Why not here? All right, fine. Let's go out here. You guys make it sound like it's like the most catastrophic thing ever. Okay. Now we're gonna take some damage. I got wings on. I can hurt myself really. Oh, did I not take damage because of my armor? I don't have a bow. Come on, I can't hurt myself. I gotta take my boots off. Okay. Okay, I took damage. Is it a chance? Oh, it's only 10%? Well, that's a problem. There we go. Okay, now, come here. Come here, boy. Get weaved. Right, and now I punch this dude. Oh! I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna die. Pork chopper! How much health do these things have? Meanwhile, I'm just making more of these things. Oh, this is a death sentence. If they don't have a mop, they're dead. These things do more damage than I thought. Okay, one died. Oh, and it weaved everywhere. That's awesome. Oh. This is fantastic. Players won't have weaving. Correct. Okay. This is so great for just a mess. Rats and oh, this is great. Thank you guys. All right, so okay. So I can farm, I can build a cobweb farm now. That sounds very doable, right? I'm sure there's designs out there already. But I can do that as part of the episode too, probably. Or maybe we'll do that in stream. I don't know. We'll see. And the weaving potions are basically free because it's stone. Okay. So I hide an allay in the ceiling. The allay is trapped in the same block as a fireplace. So he's constantly burning. Right? He's constantly burning. So all I have to do is hit him with infested. Does the infested effect go away once you spawn the silverfish? Or does it stay on? 10% chance to spawn one or two fish when the silverfish spawn at the center of the affected box. The direction entity is facing. The damage source does not necessarily need to reduce the health. For example, snow golems. Okay, so snow golem shooting something could also work. It stays. Okay. So given that the infested effect lasted like, what was it, like 3 minutes? If it lasts 3 minutes, then we're gonna get a ton of allay, or we're gonna get a ton of silverfish. Toggle the fire. Big brain. I could also use a witch and magma blocks. Not saying it's better. I'm just trying to think if there's different options. What other mobs will self-sustain? And it also says he doesn't have to be actually do damage. A snowball will work. So I could do what do you call it? A snowman throwing a snowball at a skeleton, right? Or at a zombie. That's probably the easiest way to do it. And then just put a piston to block line of sight. Yeah, I like that better. Snowman obviously trivial, and capturing a zombie is pretty easy. And then just break line of sight with a trapdoor or piston or whatever. Yeah. That works really good. And then just the duration at which that trapdoor is exposed controls the likelihood of the rats being let out. Or I could probably detect when a silverfish is released and then close the trapdoor if I wanted it to be one. So does the silverfish spawns, it just said silver spawn at the center of the affected entity's bounding box and fling out in the direction they're facing. Okay, so then that's fine. Yeah, if they spawn on the zombie and fling out in the direction they're facing, the zombie will be facing the snowman, so I just have a hole there, and in theory he flings them out. And then dropping it. I have to test this. Oh, that's going to spoil everything if I go to my creative world. Never mind. Okay, this is good. I love this. The shop's getting dirty now. It adds an extra. There's rats in the store. The question is now, what science? What determines when we're going to call them rats? I mean silverfish when I say rats. What determines when the rats are released into the shop? Is it random, or is it based on the player failing to do something? Oh, helps if I put my gear back on. I'm like, why can't I fly? If it's done after they cook, for instance, then there's no difference between that and random, because they have to cook to play the game. So to penalize them for doing something that they have to do, it might as well just be random. Based on dropped food. Ooh. So if they throw something on the ground and it gets picked up by, I have mine. This is getting kind of cool. There's mine carts that periodically pick up items on the floor. So if there is an item on the floor, you run the risk of it being picked up, and if it is picked up, it spawns rats. I mean, that's kind of the metaphor works. I just don't know if players will actually throw items on the floor then, or they'll just stop. And then that's a fun metaphor for sure, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be very beneficial to throw items on the floor, because you only have one slot. You're going to constantly be like, and you're just going to like, all right, I'll throw that there, and then I'll do the thing over there, and then go pick up the thing again, right? Players are going to want to be doing that a lot, I would imagine. Can you limit inventory? Yeah, one of the we talked about this. One of the setup rules is you have to fill up your entire inventory and your offhand with filler items, junk items, basically, except for one slot. So you'll play the game with one slot available. Item dropped has a unique vibration. Oh, interesting. For calibrated? Was it? I think you're right. Oh, I just stopped my music. How embarrassing. Boop. Calibrated skulk sensor. Using an item. Consuming items blocked, activated, deactivated. I don't see items dropped. I don't see it in there. If you die, you'll have a lot of filler items on the floor also. Oh, you're right. That's bad. I didn't even think of that. There's all kinds of problems like this that I'm still not thinking about. Like if you die, it's gonna spray all your filler items, and then that's gonna spawn 1,000 rats. Ugh, yeah. I could filter out the filler items, yeah, for sure. What about ways to empty trash like 5 lever flicks? They leave stuff in the trash too long. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I was thinking about a trash can. That's a good idea. Like a trash can is a place where you throw your items that you don't want, that if you empty the trash, everything's fine, but if you don't empty the trash, composter only works for some things. There's something to be said there. Like I make a special container that you put items in, and then it will take the items out and destroy them if you empty the trash, but if you don't empty the trash, then you get rats. Something like that. Yeah, it'd basically be a locked hopper kind of thing. Or just, I mean, it could just be a chest, right? If you put anything in it, and then you pull a lever 5 times, I'm not going to probably use that, but imagine, right? You pull a lever 5 times, it empties the trash, pulls the items out. But if something stays in the chest for 60 seconds, whatever, then rats come out. But it would have to work for anything. You can't use composter because a lot of things can't be composted. What's the incentive to put stuff in trash instead of the floor? Because floor would probably be instant rats. But then they would use the trash as a temporary storage, though. Like you would just throw things in the trash and not empty it as you're, you know, that would replace the use of the floor. So I don't want them to be able to bypass the rat system that easy. So I have to think about that. Yeah, exactly. Eva Copra. Auto empty the trash. But if it auto empties it right away, then what's the condition for getting rats? And if you don't auto empty it right away, then it's temporary storage. Maybe there's just no, I don't know. I like the idea of a trash can because it gives them a choice of like, do I want to throw it on the floor and risk rats, or do I want to be responsible and throw it in the trash? But then that comes with some maintenance and stuff too. I just got to figure out how the trash can works. But that's a good start. Have to take the trash out to the dumpster. Oh, I guess if the trash was a shulker box and you have to take it out and put it on top of a dumpster, which is just a hopper, and wait for it to empty, that might be interesting. Especially if it was a slower hopper. But then they'd be able to just, yeah, I don't know. There's some redstone there, but yeah. There's ways to do it, I think, yeah. Okay. I am so excited about rats and cobwebs and stuff. And there's definitely potential for trash. We're adding all of these secondary activities, which are great. Now they have to be smart with their, so it does sound like the entire floor of the restaurant is single row hopper minecarts, and each row has its own randomizer when it fires. Off the top of my head, every 10 seconds, every 15 seconds. Enough where you might gamble throwing an item on the ground for a few seconds, but you don't want to leave it there, right? Can you make you can't make minecarts silent though, right? I'm wondering if there'll be so many going though that you won't be able to tell which ones. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense, right? For the random pickup. Oh, does water silence them? Interesting. More redstone ore timers? Probably not. Those are too long, I think. Water logging silences them. Okay, perfect. Then that sounds great. Quiet you. Oh my gosh, it's played of Minecraft. Yes, yes, it is. For those just joining, yeah, I am in the late stages of designing essentially a played up game in Minecraft that we're gonna make. And now it just got, as always, during the stream, it got 10 times better because of you guys. Couldn't you rename the items so they don't stack? And autofill inventory. What are you talking about? Talking about the filler items? Maybe. Yeah, Lomax, exactly, yeah. Anything else? Did we wrap up? I think we wrapped up all the weaving thing, right? I think I'm leaning toward if I want rats, I have a snowman and a zombie where they can't get to each other. If I want rats, I splash the zombie with infested, and then I open a trap door. Snowman hits the zombie. Eventually, an endermite spawns. According to the wiki, it'll be bounced out in front of him, fall down a hole. I'll be able to detect that with a tripwire or something. Close the trap door. Rat's released. Oh, but I gotta splash the rat with weaving first. That's gonna be an interesting little system. Name idea, Ratatouille. No, the name is already, there's a lot I'm not telling you guys, and the name is already, you guys are gonna like it. I think you're gonna really like the parts I'm not telling you are gonna be fun. How do filter items work on respawn? Yeah, that's a problem. I think what we're gonna probably have to do is make like a whatever I use for the filter items, I'll probably have to be something non-stackable. And then when you die, you have to enter a chamber that just spams you with droppers and just the right amount, and it fills up your entire inventory slot or something like that. But that's not going to fill your offhand. I don't know. There's problems. The one slot thing is a huge pain in the butt for sure. You know, if I have to manually have them refill out their inventory, they're gonna forget and they're gonna run back into the game and stuff like that. So yeah. Give the zombie leather boots and have him stand on a powdered snow block. The silverfish will fall through. Smart entropy. Smart. Yeah, if that's necessary. I think according to the wiki, I gotta test it. It sounds like the silverfish is gonna actually like boop out in front of them. But if it does spawn in the same spot and stays there, then yeah, snow block with boots is a good idea. Yeah. Fill them up. They'll need to move one to the offhand. Yeah, maybe. There's no way to really test that Dead Knight, but yeah. Okay. Use bundles as trash bags that fill with non-stackable items. If they don't, empty the trash. My brain doesn't understand bundles. They never will. Bundles as trash bags so they can go pick up things that, but isn't that picking up things in your inventory? The way bundles work, we just tested. You have to pick up the bundle and then click on something in your inventory, which doesn't work because you only have one slot. Right? Don't you have to have 2 slots to use bundles? Have you set a time frame to make this game? This week. We're working on it for sure. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. You guys were insanely helpful as always. I'm super excited about the rats and the weaving and all this stuff and how perfect it fits into this. Your restaurant gets dirty. You got to clean it up. Yeah, this is gonna be good. And then the mops and the everything. This is gonna be good. Yeah. Okay, guys, I really appreciate it. No, it's totally all you, Doc. No one else. Yeah, it's 100% you. All right, guys. We'll probably be back tomorrow because I still got to make up some streams. So yeah, we'll see what I get done, and maybe there'll be a task or something that I'll be able to do on stream tomorrow, prepping for the game. Like maybe make a cobweb farm. We'll see. So that's where we're at. Should be fun. Is anybody hello? Is anybody streaming? Oh, the guys are playing Phasmo. Let's do that. Let's raid. I don't get to raid Impulse that much anymore, so let's raid Impy. They're playing some Phasmo. Jojo's playing some Minecraft. If you want to go there's a lot of options. So let's do that. And this. And guys, have yourself a good day. And I'll probably see you tomorrow. Waiting for the thing to go. I know, it's a rare Impulse raid. It's usually the other way around. So I owe him like 1,000 raids. All right, guys, take care. Thank you so much.